Hello everybody and welcome back to the Realistic Farming channel for Farming Simulator 25. We're here back where we use real tractors, we use real equipment, we have realistic tutorials, and we have a real lot of fun. Welcome back to Riverbend. We are on day, let's see, 30 was that? So day 36, we moved ahead a day, and yeah, we got a great, huge, amazing, fantastic surprise in the beginning of this video, so that's going to be, so stay tuned to that. But welcome in, everybody. We're day 36 already on our Realistic Super Series. This is going to be awesome. So we went ahead and fed Xena. So let's head over across the street, actually. Let's get out of here so you guys can see that. So first and foremost, you guys always know, every video, I always like to get my shout-outs out of the way quick. Shout-outs. First shout-out goes to Nacho Cast Presents. Thank you, my friend, for letting me use the non-copyrighted music. Thank you. I appreciate it. Love you, brother. Thank you. He's got a radio station. I will post a link to his channel in the description. So yes, let's go. And second of all, I want to shout out to this video right here is dedicated to Russell. He is on vacation right now, but he's getting ready to do some videos, and you guys got to go check out Russell Whitlock over on YouTube. He's an amazing dude. He's from New Zealand, and what an amazing content creator he is, in my books anyways. But this video is dedicated to him, and he's going to see real quick here why. Also, Empty Pockets. My inspiration and my motivation to learn logging. As you guys saw, I posted a video where there was no commentary or whatever, just me playing. I did that for two reasons. Number one, as I posted on my community page, I'm getting super busy, so I'm going to have to start doing that. So I did it kind of as an experiment, but I did it so you guys could see it was my practice. So I was like, okay, well, I'm practicing doing logging. I might as well record it. And we went through a whole game day, and I recorded it. Yeah, so we're getting excited about that. I'm getting good. I'm no Empty Pockets perfect logger, but I'm learning how, and I'm learning to learn the inspiration of practicing enough to learn how to do it. I used to use just the Trex and cut down the trees and go like a madman, and now I'm learning how to log like from scratch. So I'm excited. So you can teach an old dog new tricks. Shout out to Big A. Make sure you're checking him out over on YouTube and Twitch. And our really good friend of the station, from the man from down under, no other than Van Ham Gaming. Yes. Make sure you're checking him out. He is one of the most hilarious, entertaining, amazing content creators, streamers, videographer that I've ever seen in my entire life. So make sure you're checking them out. I'll put links to all their descriptions or all their channels down in the description. So without further ado, let's get going. I like to spend a couple minutes before my video starts, so that way I don't have to forget about it. Everybody gets their shout outs in the beginning, and away we go. Sorry, Xena, just ran over her head. So she's been fed. So we are, like I said, we went ahead a day, and we have finished wrapping our silage bales. So I have been monkeying around with the console commands. That's why every once in a while you're going to get a twitch, because I have now reset my cache, and so this is the first time coming back on the map since I've reset it. As you can see in the background, I'm starting to play around with the fog. I put in console commands on this, and I'm getting really sick of the fog. I can't stand it. I can't take it. There's a couple of maps that I can't learn how to get it done yet. Even though the console commands you put in it, they embedded the fog somehow, some way in the map, and I have to do my research. But as a map maker, I'm going to take care of that. So I'll figure it out. Also, a little bit of backstory on me. You guys all know that I'm a third-generation real-life farmer, and my grandfather bought the farm and actually had it given to him in 1891, I think. So it's been well over 130 years that we've had this farm. Then my dad owned it after that, and now it's basically mine. And we're going around. We do cows, and we do chickens, and we do pretty much everything under the sun. But anyways, I'm also a full-time modder, and I'm also a full-time farm sim player, simulator player, game player. You guys know it. You guys have seen my videos. But yeah, welcome in, everybody, and let's get going. But I just wanted to put out a little disclaimer. I don't want to get for anybody who's new to my channel, and most of you are, first of all, welcome in. Welcome into the channel. I don't call you guys subscribers. I call you guys family members because you guys know more about me than I know about you, and that's the way families usually work. So we've got a couple of new family members that have jumped in, and they were wondering why I won't tell you guys about the bad mod sites. Well, anybody, if you backtrack all of the 5 or 6 years that I've been doing YouTube now, I've always had a philosophy as a modder myself and as a person. I don't bash people. We don't bash people. We don't bash bad maps. We don't bash bad modders, because just because somebody has put a virus on one mod doesn't mean that that whole entire site's bad. That just means that thing. So that's why the last video that you guys saw from me, I put out that huge disclaimer. I want you guys to have the freedom to download the mods wherever you want. You know, this isn't Fury going to come on here and tell you guys where to download your mods from. That's up to you guys. I just want you guys to have the discretion to protect yourself. That's all. So you guys get your mods from wherever you want. I just refuse. I've done it for, like I said, the last 5 years that I've done YouTube. I've refused to put links out unless it's the farmingsimulator.com website or the in-game mod hub. That's the only 2 times I'll ever post a link. And unless there's Fs25 mods too, that's pretty safe. Unless I know for a fact that the mod has been tested and everything's all good for it, then I might post a link for it. But for the most part, also I do that, guys, and I want one more last thing and then we got to get busy. I also do that because in Fs25, the stealing of mods was running rampant. Like, I mean, you guys have no idea how bad it was, where people were downloading mods themselves and then releasing it under their own name and saying that was getting credit for themselves. And I had it happen to me twice in Fs25, where it was a map that I downloaded and it wasn't even authorized to be released. It was just somebody stole it. So that's the other reason I don't post links, and that's the other reason I don't tell people where bad sites is. But what I will do is tell you which mod it is that I got, so you guys can judge for yourself. Because most of the time, if I get a mod and it's an obscure mod, and it's something that happens, then I can let you guys know. But like the last time I had that happen, where I deleted all my games, it was because FDR Logging's equipment was conflicting with a mod, and I found out which mod it was. So we took that mod out here, got rid of it, and I brought FDR Logging stuff back in. But I just won't do it, guys. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that. As a positive, we are extremely positive station here, channel here. We are family fun. We don't curse. We don't swear. We don't talk politics. We just come in here and we talk farm sim. So even if I get a bad mod, I will never, ever, ever badmouth it. Ever. I would just say, nope, I had a bad mod, and I'll move on. That's just the way I am. So, end of that. So as you can see, we went ahead and we wrapped all the I've been talking mods now. All the bales off camera. And as you can see, we should be pretty close. We're at 32% after 1 day. These ones are done over here. And then these are the ones here that we're going to practice stacking. Remember, we were doing that last time we were here. Boom and boom. These are 30%. So they go about 30% in 1 game day, and that's on 28-day months. Also, AK wanted to point out, and he is an amazing guy too, so make sure you check him out. Oh, I forgot to shout out AK. Hey. Make sure you check out AK. He's great. He was commenting on the realism of the cows jumping with their tails up in the air. I think that's absolutely fantastic and super real. They do that in real life. But generally speaking, they only raise their tails when they go potty, when they go to the bathroom on the ground. But every once in a while, a little baby calf will raise their tail and just jump up and down like this. So that's a shout out to giants. So I wanted to point that out to you guys, that I do read my comments and I do pay attention to them, and I just won't feed too much into the negative ones. If it's too negative, I just delete it, just because we don't want the other family members getting upset. We just don't want it to happen. So, but that's the main reason, guys. I don't post links. I never have. I never will. If it's a mod that's edited by myself, I always let you guys know who's the original mod author is, and that I edited it myself, and I tell you what I edited. But anyways, let's go. We got to get down to the store. So we're going to go down to the forklift at the store, because I've got a new tractor to buy. And this is strictly, like I said, this video is brought to you by Russell Whitlock from New Zealand. And this is going to be one of his favorite tractors. It's under medium tractors. And check it out. Ready? Ready, Russ? Look what I found. the Oliver. It's one of his favorite, and I found it all dirty and everything. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. So we're gonna go, and this is Realistic Motors. They had a Caterpillar 9.4 in there for 140 horsepower, 160 horsepower. The Caterpillar 10.4 8-cylinder motor. This is it's a little newer. I'd say mid to late 70s. But don't quote me on the years, because I've never been good about years for tractors, because I don't, I just never followed the years like I do cars. Like I can tell you cars. I'm hoping that the PTO works. I have not tested this mod. So this is something, and I found it off another wonky website. So like I said, I'm not going to post a link to this. Now, I will tell you what I will do, guys, is I will research it, and if it's a mod that works and I find it on a reputable mod site, I will post a link to it. How's that sound? Is that fair enough? But it's only $11,000 for this. You can have, we're going to put a cab on it, though. And then we're going to go, I don't want to go twin wheels. I just want to go singles. Let's go roll crop tires on it. This is for Russell. Now, I hope this works, Russ, because I have not tested it. It's my first time coming in here, and look at that, checking it out. So let's check it out right here. It has no weight or anything on the front. See that twitching, guys? That's the cash catching up. Because I turned the fog completely off on this map, so hopefully it doesn't work anymore, and it seems to be better, but it's catching my cache up. So we're going to get a couple of twitches here and there, but eventually it'll all go away. But anyways, let's drive this back to the... Let's see what it looks like. And here, no turn signal. It's typical Oliver. This may be older. Now, Russ, you may know the actual date of this. I don't know. If you do, my brother, if you do know the actual date, post it in the comments so all the other family members can see it. Because I'm assuming it might be older with no gears or anything in here, unless that's just the mod that they did. But anyways, let's go. 17 miles an hour is about right. Yeah, it seems about right. I don't know, but I saw this. I was going through it, and I thought, there's Russ for you. He loves his Oliver Browns. Drive back to the house like this. But yeah, I wish, I'm a big proponent on promoting the positivity of our community, and I never, ever, ever will be one that will talk badly about somebody, even if I'm completely mad at them. I mean, I've had some falling out of sorts with a lot of people. Actually, does turn signals work? Okay. Oh, yes, they do. Okay. Turn signals. Oh, you know what I forgot to add? I'll add that for the next video, because I mainly got it for the not Riverbend. This is Riverbend. The Pine Forest. Also, I downloaded a new map from FDR Logging, but we're not going to use it. That's going to be kind of like a down the road, maybe. It came with the mod pack that I downloaded. He updated his mods. So that the grip strength is a lot more on the on his thing, and the logs are a lot easier to handle now. But anyways, yeah. So we want to stay positive. We want to stay as good and happy and down to earth. And but anyways, I got thinking about it today. I was coming back in the house for lunch, and I was eating lunch, and it was the most simple lunch ever, but it was absolutely delicious. It was grilled cheese and tomato soup, and I don't know, for those of you who like that stuff, oh my gosh, it was absolutely delicious. And it was so cold outside that it hit. You know how when you get something and it hits and you're like, yes. That's the way it worked for me. It just was like, yes, and I like gobbled it down. It was so great. But I got thinking about it. Okay, so I got a map coming up, and it's going to drop. Let's see, this one, and then tomorrow will be Truck Sim again, and then actually, I think what I've decided to do is I'm decided to go 2 Farm Sims, and then a Truck Sim, and then 2 Farm Sims and a Truck Sim. So it'll be this one, and then we'll go back to Pine Forest, or whatever the heck the name of that. I keep forgetting the name of it, because I've had so many logging maps, I don't remember the names of maps half the time, so I got to keep checking the title. But anyways, we're going to do that one next, which is the logging one, and then we're going to go back to Truck Sim, and then we're going to come back, and then we're going to start the new map, and then we'll come back here. Okay, so we'll do one of each. But I think what I've decided is I was going to keep this map on here permanently. Remember, we talked about that, I think at 28-day months, which is everything. We're only running 28-day months from here on out, so you guys know. We're going to stay on each map for a year. After the end of a year, we're done. Okay, I figured that's fair enough. That's 365 episodes, or days, shall we say. But I think what I want to do is start playing a little bit ahead. And what I mean by ahead is, like, maybe by a day, so that we can start pushing, not necessarily, I don't want to use that word, because I don't want to do that word in Farm Sim 25. But I do, see, there's a little fog still. I got to figure out what's going on. Because a lot of the Giants maps were easy to get rid of for most of the fog. Like that little bit there's okay. But the one on Backcountry, and I love the guy, and the guy's amazing. Oh, and yeah. But I'll fill you guys on when we get that one. So the new map is going to be Backcountry. You guys know it. It is my all-time favorite map for Farming Simulator 22. And I got thinking about it while I was eating my lunch today that between the two maps that RGC Modding has done, I did over 120 episodes on both of those maps. He did Yukon Valley, and he also did Backcountry. He's also done several maps that I never even tried, but yeah. So we did, okay, let me list them real quick here, see if we got time. Yeah, we got time, because we're going to come down here, guess what? We're starting to plow today. So it's going to be a slow episode anyways. We did, the first series I did Yukon was with my brother. We did 37 episodes, and that was the gold mining, the two brothers farming. And we did 37 episodes on Yukon Valley, and we were collecting money, and we were making so much money, it was hand over fist. We got to the point where we were making, I think at one point, like 25 pallets a day of gold. It was pretty cool. And then I went on it by myself. And I did what challenge was it? I think I did the Richie Rich challenge next on it. No, the next series I did on Yukon Valley was where I just was kind of trying to monkey. Oh yeah, that's right. I got obsessed with emptying the pit. Remember? And everybody's picking on me. I was using the van down by the river, and we had a guy, Dan, that was getting frustrated because it wasn't, I got so far away from realism. It was ridiculous. I was using like, perfect. Let's see. Yeah, it's about right. It's about right. A little small for this tractor. But we'll do this two bottom for a couple rows, and we may end up having to switch to a bigger one because this is a little bit more horsepower. The case over there, we started with the Fiat, which was 116 horsepower. Then we went to the case, which we still have the case. It's in the shed over there. That's 140 horsepower. This is 170. So, in fact, let's head down to the store and get a bigger one. Yeah, let's get a bigger plow. Yeah, let's do it. So, but anyways, so then I did, so when we first started with my brother, and we did 35 episodes there on Yukon Valley. And then I did the clearing. I wanted to clear one pit out. And I ended up doing 40 episodes, and I ended up, oh my gosh, I started getting so obsessed with cleaning that one pit out that I was starting to use, like, I was using the little machine where you hook to the front of the tractor, and it holds like 10 million liters, and I was sucking it out. It was like, and then I was putting it in the van down by the river. That's what they called it. And the van down by the river held like a billion. It was crazy. It was absolutely, it was insane. And then I went to the Richie Rich challenge. Remember that? That was 35 or 36 episodes. We ended up making $2.2 billion on this, because in Farm Sim 22, it after $1 million, it just goes to 99999. That's it. It doesn't get any bigger than that. So that was the biggest we could get. And I zeroed it out, and then we started again. So we made $2,225 million. It was ridiculous. It was a ridiculous amount. And then I went on it, and we did another series where I can't remember, but it ended up being like 115 episodes total for it. Then I went on Backcountry when that dropped, and I did the first back field trip. Haha, nice. We got a thing there. The first Backcountry I did was just working on it, and I did like 40 episodes, and then we came back out, and remember we were building a city? You guys can all go back and watch these. It's pretty cool. I got them on my playlist. You got to do is click on my channel, click on their playlist and go back and watch them. It's pretty cool. You can see also the how far we've come as a channel. You know, how I've learned to talk, how I've learned to get better at talking and expressing myself. And, you know, my first couple of videos like 4 or 5 years ago, I watch those and I feel like a toddler sometimes, the way I was talking and the way I described things, and it was crazy. But then we did, like I said, then we did 45 episodes. Remember we were, I made sugar cane, and I had that special harvester that I could harvest all the sugar cane with, and we did 7 years, I think, on that series. Yeah, it was 7 years that we did that. It was amazing. So his RGC maps are very, very, very reputable and very stable and very awesome. So for him to come out with Backcountry, and I have some numbers for you guys, I can't wait. He's released numbers of trees and how much is in each pit. He's actually told us now how much is in each one. So I can't wait to share that with you guys. I can't wait to get on there. That's going to be our mining series. So this one's going to be our realistic farming series for those of you who want to watch real super realistic farming. And then we're going to have the Pinewood Forest. That's what it's called. So we're just going to drop this here because I don't know where it goes in this. I'm not going to worry about looking at it. Boom, and then we're going to sell it back. Hang on one second, and I'll continue my. Yeah, see, we still have the case. Case IH Farmall. I have a Farmall H series, just so you guys know, on my channel. If you go on my channel and you look at the big red picture, the tractor up at the front, that's my Farmall H series. That's my barn that it's up against. So you guys know what my barn looks like on the outside. And then just the tractor sits, well, that was sitting out there in the summer. It sits inside the barn in the winter. We're going to get rid of this. And then we're going to purchase, and then I got to go back to my story because it's exciting. I'm excited to bring you guys that. We're going to go to Plows. Where are we? Plows. Mr. Plows. Mr. Plows. Oops, got to be up here. Right. Cultivators, Plows. Let's go this one, I think, because that's 85, but that's a little bit bigger. This one is 160, but this tractor may not be able to handle it. So let's go this one. We know we can handle this one, right? Because it's 85, but it's what I go by is not necessarily the horsepower here, because that's what they say you can use for it. Trust me, this would take way more than 85 horsepower, because once it's in the ground, you'd probably take about 160 to do this, if not more. So let's buy this one, and then we'll get going. But yeah, he's RGC modding is great, and he's done edits. And what he did is he did edits of base game stuff. So that's how he tests his maps, on base game stuff. So you know, if he's testing stuff on there, that it works just like a regular map. Like, it's not, he doesn't play around. Like a lot of the map makers out there, and I'm a map maker myself, so I know how this is. We get testing and we test with mods, and guess what? Not everybody uses mods. So like, you see this Oliver tractor. Oh, and by the way, did you see how I bought it dirty and it's not dirty anymore? Go figure. So like, I'll get playing and I'll test my maps with this mod, but guess what? Not everybody's using this mod, so it may work with this, but it may not work with the other stuff. So the best way to test a map is with base game stuff. So RGC modding tests with all base game stuff. So I know that for a fact, because I know him personally as far as a map maker, and I've been playing his maps since Fs25. I did Yukon Valley for the first time. In fact, I had somebody just comment on my Yukon Valley series yesterday. Somebody's still watching it, so that's what makes me happy. Is you put out these videos into the abyss of the interweb, and oh yeah, because there's a thing there. But anyway, so then getting back to what I'm going to do is going to have this series, okay, which is our realistic. Then we're going to have our Pinewood Forest. Pinewood, there it is. See, it's going to stick with me eventually. Pinewood Forest is logging and logging only. It's not going to be... Now, what we're going to do is that once we're done with this series here in a year, once we get through a year, and it's not going to take us that long, because I'm going to start playing ahead of a little bit so that we can kind of move the series just a little bit faster. Once we get through a year, every realistic series will be on a pre-made map. It'll be on a map that is already built. It's not going to be a map that we can that we have to build. We're going to save that for our other areas. The logging series, I think I explained it. I'm not quite sure if I have it. If I have, if you've heard it before, so I apologize. The logging series, we're building a logging empire. So basically we're just clearing trees, and we're not going to do any farming on that. We're going to log, and then the farm that we build, we're going to build a farm, but we're going to have sheds and stuff for our equipment. And we're going to build stuff like that. That's what we're going to do. And then the mining will be just mining. It'll be mining. That's it. Okay? And go from there. And then once we get a year off each map, then we'll either... Now, once we hit a year on, like, say, backcountry, for example, and... Oh, yeah, you know what? Now I can do this. Once we do a year on backcountry, and there's still not another mining map out there that we can do, we'll just maybe do some forestry on it or something else. You know, we'll just continue. Hopefully, the new Terraform mod will drop, and then we can just continue mining on that whole map, because it's a 4X map, so it's pretty cool. But the fog is super dense. Now, if I can't figure out the fog on that map, what I may do, and as you can see, I turned it off, but it's come back. So I don't know if I saved it correctly, because when I first loaded it into the game, it wasn't on. So, and now it's on across the water. So I'll monkey with it. I know that Terraform's going to drop, and you know that Fury, you know me, that's one of my mods I can't live without. I miss it so bad. I miss being able to dig, and I miss being able to, and that and additional game settings. I can't wait till that comes back, because then I won't need dev controls anymore. Or the easy dev controls is the name of the mod. So I can't wait. Can't wait. That's going to be the mod. Then PowerPoints will be out of here. It'll be bye-bye. So that's it, you know, and then we're going to have our truck simulator, our world domination series. And by the way, for those of you who watched that video, I did make the wrong turn. I kept going. I was jibber-jabbering about something, and I rewatched the video back, and I watched it, and I drove right by where I needed to go. So that's why I was so out of whack, and why I was late with the delivery. So, but yeah, I'm glad that you guys got a chance to watch me practicing, because I wanted to do that. I wanted to do that on purpose, so you guys can kind of see what's going on. Plus, if I have to put out a video where I don't narrate, like if I'm super busy, and what I mean by not narrate is basically play it, put in Nacho Cast music, let it play, and I just play the game for whatever the game day. That's why I do 28-day months, guys, because a game day is only at 15x speed is only like 40 minutes long. So I can come and play like 40 minutes. You guys get your day. We continue to move the series along. You don't miss it, but I'm still putting out content without having to be there. I can come home and eat my lunch and record the video. You know what I mean? I don't have to be up so late to record and narrate because my wife uses our computer for her work. So I have to wait until nighttime when everybody goes to bed to record. So, this is what it is. I turned the tractor up for Russell, too. Oh, you know what? I just drove back to the farm. I don't need to go back. Just wanted to make sure I picked the right station. Sometimes I didn't want to get nabbed for... I don't want to get copyrights. And they're very strict on it. YouTube is very strict. So, anyways, let's go this way. And we got about... We're going to play until 6 o'clock. At least until that. Now, once we get to November, it'll be a lot better, because then it'll start getting dark quicker and the days will get shorter. Same thing on the logging series. Same thing on the mining series. We're going to play till 6 o'clock every day, unless it's like summertime. Now, here's our field here. Now, that we're gonna plow both of these in, but we're gonna plow this one in. I'm sorry, those are staying grass. We're going to plow this one in here, down here. Alright, so here we go. We're getting ready to plow. So many of you guys have asked me before, and I've done a tutorial on it before, but I'm going to do another tutorial on it. Your plow here, you want to make sure that your plow is always pushing your dirt to the outside. Okay? So that's why we got our plow this way. It's going to push the dirt this way. When we get down the other end, we're going to push it back, reverse it, and push the dirt back onto the part that's already plowed. Because what this is what's called a plow, and we are folding the ground. We're digging it up, and it's taking the ground. I'll try to demonstrate it with my joystick. Flipping the ground like that. Okay, you guys follow it? It's literally digging in. Each one of these things digs in, and then it goes like this with the dirt. and makes what's called a furrow. So let's get going. We don't need to create a field on this because it's already a field. We're just plowing it in. Oh, you know what? I got to do this. There we go. One more down. One more down, actually, from there. It's about right. There we go. See how it's pushing the dirt? So this way you guys can go out at the cab a little bit and see. It's pushing it over away from the old ground, and then it's pushing it onto the new ground. And then when you're in cab, you want to put it right pretty much on the tire there. See that? Ends up right on the edge. There. Got that little mini tutorial out of there. I'll try to continue to remember that not everybody is a real farmer and you don't understand. So I want to make sure I get that in there. But ever since I think about halfway through Fs25, I started doing the 28-day months, but I started playing 15x speed. Now when I go back and I try to play like 1x speed, I can't do it. It's going too slow for me. The 15x speed, I would rather have multiple days, if you know what I mean, to play with. And like I said, now we're going to plow, and I'm going to, once we're done with this episode and wherever we're left off, I'm going to come and plow off camera. And when we come back to this, I will be done with plowing and we'll be on to a new project. And it may be 5 days ahead. You see what I mean? Because that way you guys don't have to watch I'm starting to learn a little bit that we'll get plowing, we'll get started on what we need to do. And then I will finish plowing no matter how many days it takes. We're still playing realistic, and I play that way off camera. You guys know I've always been transparent since day one. So if I tell you I'm playing realistic, I'm telling you I'm playing realistic. If I tell you if it takes 5 days, it takes 5 days. And guess what? We're going to get to the end of this row, and we can't plow anymore. I mean, we can, but it would make a muddy mess. So we're going to get to the end of this row since it just started, and we're done. Done plowing for the day. Unless it stops before then. The other disclaimer that I want to put out there is if you guys do decide to delve into 28-day months, be prepared that it does rain a lot. So prepare yourself to get set up for different things, So I love how it makes the tires super wet. Love it. This is what it feels like to plow. Look at that. That tractor looks gorgeous, and it washed all the dirt off there. Wow. Good job, Russ. And we're going to put crops in here when we're done. We're going to try to get it done by... Whoops. I went off course there, everybody. Not used to using a nice tractor like this. And at least, the good news is at least we're not... in the case with no top on it, with no cab, we'd be soaked. At least we're nice and dry in here still. Leaks. The window leaks, though. There we go. Now we'll head this back up. Now what I would do here is, I think B is to reverse it. See how now, I'll get lined up a little bit, then we'll go back. See how the plow is now facing away? And it's flipping the dirt from the old ground to the new ground. See that? That's how you do your plowing. So there we go. Now we can head back, park this up, and figure out what we got to do on the farm a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do now. Off camera, I will plow that until it's gone, and then whatever that is, if it's 5 days, 6 days, 7 days from now, it doesn't matter, or maybe 1 day. You never know how long it takes. It's going to be more than 1 day, because at 15x speed, it'll be 2 or 3 days. Then that's it. And then the next project we come back and we'll do a different thing. And we'll try to do something different every single time for every video. And that way you guys don't have to stand and watch 15 episodes of plowing. You know what I mean? So I really, really like this tractor. And so far it's worked well. We've used it now for at least 15 minutes anyways. Now we're going to leave this plow hooked up because I'm going to go right back out as soon as we're done and finish. mower will look better on this anyways. There. Now you see the difference. This plow, because it's an in-game plow, doesn't stick into the ground. The other one went into the ground. You see what I mean? Beautiful tractor. There you go, Russ. The 2250 Oliver. Now it is going to be your homework, Russ, to figure out the date, because I don't know it. I don't know the date. I'm not familiar with Oliver, but she looks nice. I got that in here for him. He's a huge Oliver Brown fan. Let's see. You know what? We could take a few minutes here and stack a few more of those bales if you guys want. But yeah, the case is still in here. There's our Case Hydro 1066 Farmall right in there. So we got a couple of older tractors. Now this Series 2, what we're going to do is nothing more than 200 horsepower. So 200 or less, that's it. And it has to be older than 1980. Now let's do that. It's got to be older than 85, because I don't know that Oliver. I have to put that little disclaimer out there, because that may be like mid-80s. It may be. So it's got to be less than, like, let's say 85, just so that it's got to look older too. You know what I mean? So, and that's our tractors. But we can use a little bit more modern equipment to go with it, but our tractors themselves are going to be older, because my tractors on my farm are older. They really are. You know, the Fiat DT we have, 1300 DT, that's mid-70s. And then we have some hay bales in here that I keep forgetting about, that we're going to make as soon as the other bale. So what we're going to do is, as soon as this field here will be hay, this will be strictly hay every year. And then what we're going to do is every third year we'll plow it in. We'll replant grass or glass, whichever one you want to call it. And then this will be our hay field every single year. Now the fields down there, the two fields at the far part where we're plowing, that won't be a crop field. And then the other two will be silage, so we can get silage bales off of it. But it looks like we're might be getting rained out here for the rest of the day, so it's getting close to time for us to go back home anyways. So I won't even bother stacking bales, but you can see it's like almost 40 minutes. It's pretty close. Let's since I've been logging and stuff lately, I wonder if I can stack bales even better. Because what I'd like to do is, I'd like to stack this. Hopefully, does this open far enough? Yeah, let's get on a little more square. I'm going to stack these on top of it. Instead of like that, I'm going to put them along the edge here. Nope. Okay, get over there. Okay, there's a tricky way. I don't think this is designed to pick him up like this. I go slow. This is what we're going to do to stack our bales. Whoops, wrong button. Scoot you up there. Come on, you can get settled in there. There you go. Perfect. That's how we're going to do them all. And eventually, like, since they can sit out here, they'll be silage, so we can just do one or two a day if we need to. Which will probably be next time we come back. All right, let's go back up to the farm, and we're done. We're done with episode 36 or 37. I think it's 37 because October 1st was day 30, and then we're a day ahead. So I think it's day 37. But I'll get it right in the thing, and then eventually I'll start remembering. Love it. This series is nice. I love to come and play realistically like this, but it is nice every once in a while to play non-realistic, if you know what I mean. But the other series are going to be played with realistic stuff and realistic the way that's supposed to be. I've been watching so many videos on logging that I'm trying to learn is the best way to do it, if you know what I mean. See, even our little Massey's older. Like I said, even this little Massey, I think this would probably, I don't know, this may even be more modern than I think. I don't know. Not quite. It looks older, but feed Xena for last time or now. If she doesn't eat right away, her bowl will get really gross. So let's stand up here on the porch so we don't stand in the rain. But anyways, guys and gals and everybody who's watched this, we made it to the end of episode 36, 37, or 38. I don't know what it is. 35. I'll get it right in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed your time here. But as usual, we always have an outro that I always say. And big shout out to my wife. Look, we're going to peep inside Fury's windows. Anybody home? We'll knock on the window like weirdos. Anyways, my wife wrote this intro. So there's Xena. She's out there getting wet and muddy. I like how the dog is a different color on this. She sticks her whole head in a bowl. It's crazy. She's nuts. But thank you to my wife. So on that note, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you are watching this. And remember, I love you all, and I will catch you guys right back here tomorrow. And by the way, what day is it today? Happy Thursday to you guys. So right back here on Friday with, I think let's do the new map. Let's do Backcountry tomorrow, and then a truck sim, and then we'll do Pinewood Forest, and then we'll do this one, and then we'll do truck sim. So we'll go back and forth. We'll just start alternating the maps, but we'll do in 2 farm sim back to back. So all right, guys, get out of here, as Van Ham Gaming would say, and make sure you guys are checking out all those guys that I mentioned in the beginning. And you guys have a great night, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Have a great one, everyone.